Okay, so I'm also live on YouTube, guys. If you just joined in on YouTube, you are most welcome. This is Josephine Greatness on Josephine Greatness TV, and today is a storytelling time. I've got with me a wonderful guest, which I brought her here based on your request, guys. So last weekend during one of my live sessions, one of you requested that I bring somebody who has gone through the UK route. I mean, the UK internationally educated nurses and midwives route, and has gotten a job in this 2025 to share his or her story with you in a way to encourage you. So today I've brought a guest with me here who is going to share her journey, the story behind her journey, how she went through the whole process, how she successfully got herself a job in this 2025 year. And she is an internationally educated midwife. I'm not going to introduce her. She is going to do all of that herself. So stay tuned. If you just joined in, it is great to have you here on YouTube. If you've got any questions as we go through her story, you can pop your questions in the comment section. If you are a midwife or a nurse internationally trained and you are here with us both on TikTok and on YouTube, and you've got a contribution, you can as well pop it in the comment section, or on TikTok if you want to join the guest seat, you can join the guest seat. So guys on YouTube, you can share the live with your friends and loved ones who you believe will benefit from this storytelling time, and those on TikTok as well, you can do the same. On YouTube, if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do well to click on the subscription button and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any of my videos or my live sessions. It is great to have you all here. So without wasting much time, we are going to go straight into the storytelling time. And as usual, guys, what is going to happen is I'm going to be asking my guest questions, and then when she is done, along the way, if you feel you have a question that can't wait till after the questions, you can also request to join the guest seat to ask your questions. But as the live goes on, as usual, I'll be popping into the comment section to check if there are any pressing questions there to answer those questions. I want to put this disclaimer out here before we start anything with my lovely guest here. I am not an immigration advisor, neither is my guest. So I'll say we are not immigration advisors, we are not recruiters. We are sharing our information based on our experiences and based on information we have gathered via our research. So please take note of that. If you need immigration advice, I will recommend. And the thing, what you should do is to get in touch with an immigration advisor. All right. Great. Mama Law, you are ready. You are ready, right?
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and thank you for having me here today. It's a great honor.
Amazing.
Having you on this seat.
Amazing. And Mama Lo, thank you so much for making this time for myself and my community members. It's also an honor to have you here with us today. So, Mama Lo, without wasting my time, just to somebody may have just joined in and is wondering what is that topic on the screen? 2025 UK RM story. So, just to give a summary, Mama Lo is here based on your request. So last weekend, I've said it, but I'm saying it again because I can see people are still joining. So last weekend during one of my live sessions, somebody popped in the comment section, Josephine, can you please bring somebody who has gone through the process and has secured a job, the process of migrating to the UK as an internationally educated nurse or midwife, and has gotten a job in this 2025. We want somebody to come share her stories to us so that we can, I'm sure that person asked for some encouragement. So today I got somebody here. You can see that I've been quick and fast with that. So Mama Law is here to share her story with you also. Mama Law, without wasting my time, can we just dive into it by, asking you this first question? Can you tell us a bit about yourself and where you are from?
Okay, thank you again for the honor and for the seats.
That's wonderful.
It's like this seat is like the big men and big women seats.
Hey.
Okay, so basically I'm Laurentia, as people know me, and then my TikTok name is Mama Lo. I think most of my social media handles is Mama Lo. Yeah, whether Instagram. I even created a YouTube page. I don't even know what I'm doing there. Maybe you go to that one later.
Please do something there for us. We beg you, in the name of God.
So an internationally educated midwife. I'm from Ghana.
Wonderful.
And then basically that's what I would say. You want me to go more?
No. If you've got something more you want to add on, you are free to. But then are you currently working in the UK?
Oh yes. So I'm a midwife from Ghana. I started my midwifery practice since 2016.
Okay.
I actually started my training in 2010. And then in 2016, I started full practice. And then I moved to UK in 2023. And then I started my UK midwifery job in 2020. We are in 2025, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I just
So, guys, as you can hear, she started her midwifery job in 2025. Vivi, yes, Vivi, there is a recording on YouTube later. Okay, so I guess you have to go somewhere now. You can go. The replay will be available on my YouTube channel on Josephine Greatness TV. And you can find my YouTube channel link in my TikTok bio. But then if you want to search it in your search box on YouTube as well, you can just type the name you see on my TikTok profile. You just add TV to it. So that's Josephine Greatness TV. And you will get it in the live portfolio. Or when we are done with the live, I'm going to add it to the relocation or immigration playlist. I hope that helps. Great. So Mama Lo, it's you see, I'm all smiley because you got your job in 2025. You know, the day you told me, Josephine, I'm telling you, I've started my role, my band sister. I was like, oh my God. I'm sure you've seen a post on my TikTok page where I was celebrating. It was
I saw it.
You
saw
it. Amazing. So why did you choose midwifery as a career in the first place?
This is a very big question for me because personally, when I was growing up, you know, I am the last but one with my mother's children. So we have 6 girls, and I'm the last but one. So when I was like 3-4 years, my mom was hospitalized for preeclampsia.
Okay.
She actually had a eclamptic fix, let me say it that way. So she was hospitalized. So my younger sister was delivered.
Wow.
So through that hospitalization, so from like growing up, I just realized the trauma, the torture that I went through as a child, not having my mom at that age. So because she was hospitalized to the time, it was like, no baby, no home.
Sorry about that.
So she has to be in the hospital till my younger sister came out. And then when I was growing up, I would just sit down, reflect, and I said, no, I want to enter into midwifery. I want to just venture into midwifery because if there was not a midwife or there was no healthcare professionals to take care of her, maybe I wouldn't have had her again. Yeah. Because I know how preeclampsia is and even how eclamptic fits is even is. Yeah. So from then I just decided to venture into midwifery. So I would say it's like a calling.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. Great. And I think I'll give an applause to that as well. That's a wonderful background to why you chose your career in midwifery. Bless you. And how is your mom?
Unfortunately, I don't want to talk about this. We won't cry. Oh, I lost my mom the very day I bought my ticket to UK.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was the very day she passed away.
Sorry about that, Mama Law. So sorry. Wonderful.
But notwithstanding, she was a great person, and she's always in my heart. So I've really overcome it. 2 years. Imagine traveling from Ghana to UK, and then the very day I told them, Mom, I've gotten my visa, blah blah. Actually, she was the only person who knew about me traveling. And then that very day, I told them, oh, I've done everything. I'm looking for money to buy my tickets. I bought the ticket in the morning. She died in the afternoon. And that was the Mother's Day as well.
Oh my God. Oh
yeah. But I always say God actually knows why he does certain things. I questioned God that very day. I gave him a lot of questions, but he knows why he did it. He knows why he did it. And I'm always proud of her. Wherever she is, I'm always proud of her. And I would always be. That's it.
Sorry about that. So sorry.
That's okay.
Oh my God. Okay. So, what motivated you to relocate to UK?
The motivation. Well, I would say my main motivation was for my kids. I just wanted a new environment because I've been in Ghana all my life. I've trained all my life. I've got my diplomas, my degrees, and then looking at the system back home, it's not like it's bad. As I sit here, sometimes I always miss going home. You know, because Rebecca maybe say, if you there is nothing like home. Okay. But I looked at the system, the things that are going on. Even when I completed school, when I completed nursing training, I had to stay home for one whole year before I was even posted.
Which year did you complete?
I trained in 2010. Completed in 2013, and then even with our national service, we had to sit home for some time. So we sat home, and I started my national service in 2014, completed 2015, and I finally started working in 2016.
Okay. So I would say that I completed in 2012, and our time it was quite smooth. So you guys are fighters. You guys have done really well. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. So basically, your motivation was about how things were when you completed school. You know, the delays and your national service.
It was fast, and I was just looking at if after going through all these things, I have my certificates, even I have to struggle to get a job, even in my own country. And then even after working, you know, sometimes the motivation is not there. Okay, even to work then. And then I also look at if my kids are to grow in this same situation, how is their future like? Is there something better out there? Let me go and explore. So that was actually my motivation, just to give my kids that different environment, different culture. At least let me see if it's better out there.
Outside.
Instead of say, because if they want to go to Ghana anytime, they can just pack their things and go back. But at least let me give them that opportunity.
Yeah. Amazing. So let's move on to your relocation journey. How did you start the relocation process as a midwife?
Well, the relocation process.
Tell us all about it.
When I actually started, I just wanted to leave. Initially, I just wanted to leave anywhere that
wants you.
I tried Canada. Their fees and the things there, I was like, can I afford this? I think I was even talking to you today that I can email some school and tell them that can you
they should take the fees.
The application fee is more than my 2 months salary. Can you please put it for me? And then they'll come back and like, no, we are sorry, we cannot waive it for you. So it's like I was just trying all angles, I was trying all angles. I was trying job, I was trying work, I was trying school.
Your story is inspirational. Quite, it's seriously motivating. So
Yeah,
you tried everything.
I was trying everything. I was like, I
Calling
was just
institutions
hoping.
to ask them to waive
I
off.
was just hoping to everything, like everything that would come my way. I was just hoping to. So now I was initially my focus and my mind was in Canada.
Okay.
Because their system.
Yeah.
And how easy you get your papers and other stuff. So that was where my focus was. So I did try Canada. I looked at it, and then I realized that the midwifery journey is not like it's not for a child play. Okay, it's not a child play. Although it's worth it, but it involves a lot of money. And looking at me back home in Ghana, midwife in Ghana, how much are you earning? 3,000 Ghana cedis. If you convert it, it's not even up to an application fee. So I said, okay, then let me look at UK. UK too was one of the countries that I really love to be. So I now decided to look at UK. So in UK, what I was doing was that basically, do you know something? My mind was not even looking at registering myself for the midwifery routes.
Okay, tell us more.
I was looking at coming to do my master's.
Wonderful. So you wanted to use the school route?
I wanted to use the school route.
Wonderful.
So I did register. I think I had like three master's admissions.
Wow. You were you were pushing. You were ready for this.
I didn't have a channel. Anything goes for me.
Anything goes. So this if you are here, if you just joined in today, as you can see on the screen, my guest here, Mama Law, is sharing a UK RM journey, 2025 journey, because she got her job in this year 2025 and she's sharing it. And listening to all that you are saying, Mama Law, I just remembered that when I started, this content of assisting people, bringing out information of how people can, get jobs outside from their home countries. I encountered this particular person who, when I shared one of the countries, the person, the route, the first step was that the person had to get in touch with the country's health directorates to, get their forms and fill it. And the person told me that I should help. What should she do? So I just spelled out everything. You do the da 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 da. And then you know what? She said she wasn't ready to. She's not the emailing type. So the person said she's not the emailing type. Why am I saying this? You were proactive. You were intentional with everything you were doing. Whether it was Canada, whether it was you were just trying. Is it job that can get me there, get me to achieve my goal? Is it school? Is it coming in as an international student that's going to help? This person, when she told me, I can't send the email. Please send it for me. I was like, really? I was like, you know what? Then this opportunity is not for you. Yeah, I was like, this is not for you. And she was like, why? This question I can't answer because you know why. Do it and you're on your way to it. And she's like, that's not for you. So it's just not for you. So if you are listening to this story, 2025 UK RM story of Mama Law, please, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. The main thing you should do is to start taking those steps. Start the first step and the others will continue. Mama Law, wonderful. So tell us, you were talking about the relocation process.
So I had like 3 admissions, and then the first admission that came was Masters in Reproductive Health.
Okay.
In one school in Scotland.
Okay.
So the thing was, it was like a late admission. Like that I was supposed to start school in January. But that January intake, and the admission came middle of November to.
So that was quite close.
That was quite close. And looking at the deposits.
Yeah, the money involved.
The deposits back to Ghana. How much am I earning? How much can I put together?
So if they could give you that admission 2 years ago, you could have saved, put together your life savings for 2 years and then give it to them as deposit.
But something, even with that, I still forced. had to go and close some of my investment. I had to pull money. So I actually did first, gathered some money, and then when I finally got the money to pay the deposit, I gave it to someone. There was a friend that I know who was in this country, so I gave it to the person to try and do the payments for me. Mm-hmm. And then I emailed the school, and the school is like, hey, you're on deadline.
Yeah.
You're
the
on
deadline has got you.
Yeah, you're on deadline, so you have to
reapply.
Roll it over to the next semester, that is September. So I was just ready for anything. So I actually did roll it over to the next September.
You did.
I did. And then aside that, I had other admissions. That is Masters in Public Health.
Wonderful.
In England.
Mm-hmm.
So I was so focused on. So along the way, so the person that I gave the money to pay the deposit for me, along the way, and then there was an opportunity for care job. Okay, so there was an opportunity for care job, and then somebody just told me that even when I come in the school, looking at me having my own family already, I had to now integrate from the school roots, and it's like the year that I'm going to take, blah blah blah. So it's better for me to come with a job. Whatever job it is, you can come with it. Frankly speaking, when I was in Ghana, I had not started any of my midwifery journey.
Okay.
I had not started any of my midwifery journey. So what happened was that I had already transferred my degree certificate into the ethics. Okay. So when the care job route came out, I just used that certificate as an English language requirement.
Proficiency.
And then I added my CV. For the CV, I had already done them. CV, I did admission 3 years. So you can imagine. So I just added my CV and other stuff, did the application. And then fortunately, I had an interview.
Wonderful. For a care job, isn't it? Wonderful.
And I told you,
wait, let me give you an applaud for that. That is serious resilience. That's an intentional journey we are talking about here. Oh my God. Guys, don't feel like I know the story. I don't. So today, I know a bit of it, but today I'm hearing the details of it, and I'm super encouraged. I'm super inspired. I am sincerely. Let's go on with it. Tell us.
So I now decided, since I now looked into it, and I said that, okay, although the admissions are there, and even with the admissions, when I come, there is a restriction on my job. I have to work only 20 hours.
Yeah.
Besides that, I still have school fees to pay. So that's also going to be another burden on me when I come. And then if the care roots is giving me my stay, and also would also help to bring the whole family in, then why don't I go into that one?
So, Mama Law, which year is this? Which year?
That was 2023.
2023. That's when you got your care job and you came in. Wonderful.
Yeah, so I stopped the midwifery back home and I came with the care roots.
Okay.
But when I was leaving Ghana,
I'm a midwife.
I still had that. I already had a plan thing at the back of my head. So when I was leaving Ghana, my plan was that immediately I get here, I'm going to start my midwifery routes.
Wonderful.
That was my intention, because I had not started anything there. So I think immediately
you know what? Today you are going to receive a lot of applause. Okay. Sorry for that.
Immediately I got into the country, I think a month or two, I started to look into getting clearance from Ghana. So I had to now call on people, can you buy clearance for me? They would do the filling, send to my job, and I'll be chasing up my H house. Like, it was like, so I was always dependent on people to do things.
Yeah, because you weren't there physically.
I wasn't there, yeah. So I was always dependent on people. So finally, I think the funds went into MOH.
Wonderful.
In March. And I was like, since the form had got into MOH, now let me start learning for my CBT and my OSCE. Yeah. So, and even by then, I had not gotten the 1 year for me to use the employer reference
as your English proficiency.
But I was so determined. I was learning OET and I was learning CBT at the same time. The OET, I was learning it in a sense that if things fails, I would go and write it. But if things works out well, then I would use the employer reference. I was just preparing for anything.
This is amazing. In fact, this one there is no electronic clap. Let me clap myself. Amazing.
I was just preparing for anything. So I think my forms actually go to NMC in April. It didn't stay long in MOH. That one, I would have.
So when you say NMC, is it NMC Ghana you're talking about?
NMC.
Okay.
So my clearance form got to Ghana NMC in April. And then when it got to NMC, I had to let people also follow up for me.
Yeah, obviously.
The clearance. So by then I started my UK
NMC process.
NMC journey. Yeah.
This is serious resilience. This is seriously intentional, because there are people who are back home in their home countries and they still send you messages. I don't know what to do. You know, somebody is outside her country and she's making calls. This person, do that for me, do that for me. It's not easy when you are not there. It's much easier when you are there and you are, picking up your documents yourself and you are going into those offices and, submitting your stuff. Because, other people too have their agendas. They have their things they are doing. And here you are in the UK calling people, pushing them to please help you. I'm glad I brought you here today. I'm glad. Wonderful. So, yes, my ears are itchy.
Where have you even got into?
when your forms go to MOH.
Okay, so after when I realized my form is in NMC for verification, so by that time I had done my UK NMC registration. So they just approved. I also have to follow up on people. Sometimes you even have to give people something for them to follow up because you're not there. And the person going is going with transportation.
Yeah.
So you have nothing to do than to just give it out and for people to not in case of like tipping, but at least to show
transportation, and all of that.
Yeah. So I had to let people follow up for me. Sometimes I even call on people that I don't know.
Really?
I would ask my friend, do you know somebody who knows somebody in the NMC?
Oh.
This person will give me the number. I will call you, talk to you. Can you do it for me? Even the person who even helped me with the final stage at the NMC, I've not met the person before.
Oh.
I don't know the person physically. It was just through WhatsApp. Oh. That's how I got to know the person.
And so there are still great people out there. For the person to have gone through all that for you, it's wonderful.
Yeah. So after that, I think when I realized that I've been verified, by that time I was already learning. So I started learning seriously for my CBT. And then...
So you know what? Let me ask you this question. That's going to be the next question. Fine. I have recorded a full video, I think, with the UK route, how internationally educated nurses, midwives can go through the route to, practice here in their healthcare profession. I've got 3 or 4 sets of videos on my YouTube channel, for that. But for the sake of somebody who just came in, since you've got into the examination part of it, my next question to you was going to be, what requirements or exams did you have to complete?
Okay, so as I was saying, the exam that you need the IELTS, the CBT, and the OSCE. So with the IELTS, if you're already in the country and you're working in the health sector, that's you can have approval of 2 nurses to give you a reference that sure you've worked in the country for a year and then you are capable of speaking the English or capable of writing the English, then it can be waived off for you. But if you don't have anything like that, then you have no option than to go and write the exam. That's the OET and the IELTS.
So you choose either of it, either the OET or the IELTS, and you choose OET.
So with my situation, my facility had those people, but because I had not worked there for 1 year, I was just learning alongside that in case I would need it to write it, I would just have to write. Because bear in mind, I came into the country in June 2023, and then in January, like 6 months, every month down the line, I'm doing this registration. You see how it works? Yeah. So that was my main motive.
So that means that even though you had just 5 months to 1 year, you were still not given the option of, okay, let me wait till I'm 1 year before I go through. You were still learning, getting your English proficiency test, vibe ready in case everything goes through before the 5 months.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Bless you.
So that was what I was doing. So in May, so I actually started learning 2 months, a month and a half, let me say like that, for the CBT. And I went to write my exams in May. I wrote my CBT in May, I think 11th May, if I'm not forgotten. 11th May. So I wrote my CBT in May. And then voila, I passed.
Wow. When you say some of these things, wait and receive an applause first. Wow. Congratulations on that.
Before I was going to write the exams, it looked like I have not actually learned well. Because when I told my husband I'm booked for the exams, he was like,
are you sure? He doesn't know who he's living with.
What have you learned? That is why you book for these exams. I went to write the exams, and it was just like that.
Wow.
And then when I saw that, CBT is just like pick and kind. Immediately
yes, your result is there. And
I shouted.
The CBT, when the nurses they go like, oh, the CBT is just, beans and Gary, go and pass it and come. For midwifery, our CBT was quite, intensive. So ours wasn't that easy, So for you to have gone and then be shocked at your results, girl.
I was like, hey, God, is it me?
It's you.
I was so happy. Somebody is asking, when did I write my CBT?
And don't forget, Long Life is saying your story is sweet. Says your story is sweet. So Diamond, you can answer Diamond's question.
Yeah, I wrote it here because by that time I was already in the country. So I wrote my CBT in the country. But I know if you are back home, I know most of the countries have centers that you can write your CBT as well.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. So I don't know if the person wants to know. So Diamond, are you in the UK and you want to know which center she wrote it in the UK, or you just want to know exactly where she wrote it, the country? Wonderful. So you wrote your CBT and then what happened? Tell us.
So May, I wrote my CBT. Immediately I passed. I said, no, I'm not sitting down. I have to write my OSCE.
Yeah. So the CBT, what material did you get? Did you just use the materials on Pearson View site?
The Pearson View.
Yeah.
I used materials on Pearson View. I think I was joining some Telegram page, even with yours, and there was another lady Telegram page, and then I was using materials there. I was also using materials from YouTube as well. Wonderful. And then the View website.
Wonderful.
So I was just everywhere.
You were an intentional person.
Everywhere. I was just learning around. Yeah.
So Diamond, you said you are in Ghana. Reason why you are asking. So Diamond, there are lots of centers in Ghana, CBT, Pearson View centers in Ghana. When I was going through my process, it was just one center in Accra, but currently there are lots of centers, even in Accra, numerous centers. So please check on the Pearson View website and you get to know the centers there. Is a Becca. I don't know if I'm mentioning the name. I'm sorry. She said, I have been in the UK for 3 years. I got my PIN December 2024. No job ever since. Oh dear. Congratulations on your UK RN or M PIN. Congratulations. What I want to say to you is that keep applying for jobs. That said, I will recommend that you join my Telegram page and channel because on there, when I get, I do share job vacancies there, so you should join my Telegram page and channel. So you can head on to my YouTube channel, Just in Greatness TV. You get the link to my YouTube channel in my TikTok bio. And then in the description of all my YouTube videos, you find the Telegram page and channel links there. There are jobs there. I've got videos there. You can watch the video I've titled, I think it's Track Jobs, how to sign up for track jobs indeed, and it will help you a lot. There are jobs on there. But that also said, I don't want to act like a flamingo where you hide your head in the sand and you feel like nobody can see you because you can't see anybody. So currently jobs are kind of limited in the UK as we speak, but that doesn't mean there are no jobs. There are jobs there. So the job vacancies being limited means that you need to up your game. When I say up your game, you need to up your CV, your supporting statements. And on my YouTube channel, there are videos there. And in fact, there is this group EMGS. When you check the description section of all my YouTube videos, you'll find their seller link there. They can help you with your CV preparation or improvement, as well as your supporting statement. So head on to my YouTube channel, check the description section of my videos, and then get in touch with EMG as they can help you with your CV and your supporting statement, and you'll be on your way. But you should join my Telegram channel and page as well, and you get information of jobs. Again, check LinkedIn, check Indeed, check Track Jobs. There are jobs there. You should be active in applying for jobs. Wonderful. Let's see, Mama Law. I just want to check if there are. Okay, Diamond says, thank you very much. You're welcome. Which materials will you use for CBT? Mama Law has answered that. Somehow, I don't know if you missed that, but Mama Law will repeat that in a bit. And let's see. Odefo Mame says, please, I'm a public health nurse. Can I work in UK? So Odefo Mame, for that, oh, we've got the business here. So, Odifumame, for public health nurses, I'm not too sure about that. But if you want to go on to the NMC UK register as a nurse, the main thing you have to do is to check your eligibility. Okay, so you would have to check your eligibility with NMC UK, whether you want to appear on the adult side, the pediatric side, etc., etc., and they will let you know if you are eligible to register with them. Okay, so I'm going to invite the business onto the guest seat. Yeah, hi, the business. Great. So, Mama Law, can you summarize again where you got your materials for your CBT preparation?
Okay, so with the materials, I was just shopping around. As I said, I took some of the materials from YouTube. I took some of the materials from other Telegram pages, and then on the Pearson View website.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So on the Pearson View website, there are sample questions there. And when you get on my Telegram channel, if you are preparing for CBT, you just pop it on the page. Can I be added to the CBT page? Just it's on the CBT page anyway. But just last week or so, I just reposted it there because people were asking for it, and it's on there. Sometimes it's difficult finding stuff in the numerous messages there. The business, you're welcome. Sassy 990 says EMGS treated me for my CBT. Oh, wonderful. EMGS all the way. Yeah, the business. Bless you for joining in.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the business, there is this question somebody asked, I tried to answer. Or the former says, can a public health nurse work in UK? If you can help us with that.
A diploma public health nurse.
Okay, so Mame, please answer that for us. But can you summarize?
Yeah, they can work. They can register as adult nurse.
Great. That was what I was saying. So the main thing they need to do is to submit their credentials to NMC UK, right, at the eligibility stage, and then NMC UK will get back to them if they are eligible to,
Yeah, because all the public health nurses I know are registered as adult nurses.
Adult nurses.
Some of them had issues at a point where they were supposed to go and bring their transcripts from their school for NMC to determine that their program allows them to be as an adult nurse. But eventually, we got registered.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, mommy, you heard that. So, Akins Yemite is saying, I've been doing a whole lot of applications these days, but no positive feedback. What I always say is that the job vacancies, number one, are limited currently. And number two, even when, in quotes, the job vacancies weren't that limited, it was a tug of war. Because when the job vacancy is out there, is a global thing. Everybody sees it and everyone is jumping onto it. So as I said, you need to keep applying. I did over 10 times in 2020, I think 4 years ago, I did over 100 applications, and out of that, I got only five interviews. And I was, shouting, I've done over 100. I thought I had done something. A colleague of mine was like, you know what? I did over 400. She was also feeling she was up there until a senior colleague of ours said she did 1,000 applications. And for her, out of that 1,000 applications, I don't think she got up to five interviews. So the job vacancies are out there to everybody around the globe. So you need to don't give up. Keep applying. All that I'm saying is you should keep applying. Wonderful. So please, did you say you have a link on your page for the CBT group? What I said is I have on my YouTube channel, go on into the description section of all my YouTube channel videos. You'll find the links to my Telegram page and channel. Get onto my Telegram page and channel. When you are ready to start your CBT preparation, just pop a message there. Can I be added to the CBT page? Because there are pages for CBT, a page for OSCE preparation, interview preparation, all of that. But we only add you when you are at that stage, okay, so that we don't flood the pages too much. Um, type, oh, okay. Um, Wonderful. So, Mama Law, can we, can the business talk a little bit to us? We'll come back to your story so that if somebody is here and the person is kind of um, contemplating based on the new UK immigration rules and the salary threshold, etc., etc. Maybe somebody is wondering, I'm a diploma nurse or midwife. Am I still eligible to start the program and the process and all of that? So the business, what can you say about the new UK immigration rules and the salary threshold and all of that? What can you say to somebody who has already started the process and is somewhere in the middle, or somebody who wants to start it? Can you say something about it?
So that whole thing, it has not been very clear, even though the arguments out there is that nurses are not involved in these new changes and all that, so they can still come around. One, because they said.
Okay, before that, the business, can you please introduce yourself a little bit to our viewers so that they know who you are?
The business is my name here on TikTok. I make content about nursing career progression, scholarships, and then nursing as a whole. I sometimes make content about personal finance, and I am myself a nurse in the UK.
Yeah.
I think that makes that's is the little about me.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. So back to the NMC, the UK immigration changes, and then ability to become a nurse again in the UK. So when the new changes first came, I had made a video saying that if you are a nurse, you need to have a degree, which is the new requirement for the immigration changes. That is RQF level 6, which is equivalent to degree. But you need to have that before you'll be able to register with the NMC. And then when it comes to salary threshold being increased to £41,700, your employer should give you an offer that says you're going to be paid that amount before you'll be able to come to the UK. Then soon after that update, somebody reached out to the NMC to find out if they can still come to register. with them. NMC's response was that because they had registered with them already, they will be exempted from these new changes. So they will still be able to come with their diploma. But the only thing is that they might have to meet the salary threshold before they could be granted the visa. And then we took that as the situation. You know, when the thing started, like, it's not clear.
Yeah.
And with NMC, to sometimes the information you get there, the quality depends on who answers your call.
Yeah.
Then after that, another person who is here in the UK is yet to register with the NMC. The person also has a diploma. So I asked them to also call the NMC to find out if they could register with them with the diploma. They also called, the NMC says yes, they can register. But mind you, previously NMC said if you had registered with them already, you have no problem. If you are yet to register with them, that is why you would need the degree. But this person in question has a diploma. But NMC has told them that they could still go ahead and register with the diploma. So that was a bit confusing. So I said, okay, if NMC has said that, then go ahead and register. And let's see the outcome. So this person is on the process doing their registration. But mind you, this person is in the UK already, so they wouldn't need any visa or anything to come here. For the immigration to say you are not a degree holder or your qualification is not at level 6 RQF, so you couldn't come. So what I'm yet to see is for someone who is outside the UK with a diploma to register with the NMC, get a job, or probably coming here on whatever route they are coming with, to get their visa approved by the Home Office before we know that this thing applies to nurses or not. But I would like to point out a few things. If you go to the UK, you go to the UK VI website on applying for visa, there's health and care worker visa. If you go to the eligibility to apply for that visa, some of the people who qualify to register for the health and care worker visa is doctors, professional nurses, and a few health workers. When you go to the eligibility criteria, it hasn't mentioned anything about having RQF level 6 or meeting the immigration salary threshold. What it mentions over there is that you should meet the amount set for that job. And it gives two descriptions. In fact, it's the old information that has been there before these changes came, is what is still there. They haven't updated it to say you need to meet the new immigration salary threshold. Okay. It says that you should meet the amount being offered for that kind of job.
Okay. Because when the new salary threshold came, I was like, when we come into the country as internationally educated nurses or midwives, we start like new entrants, like somebody who has just completed, irrespective of your number of years of experience. So we start from the band 5, the lowest band, in nursing and midwifery. And I've not seen any NHS paying a band 5 nurse or midwife the 41 plus K per annum. So I was wondering, so what is happening? So that's where what you've researched comes in. Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
So you were saying.
I'm just going to read that from the website about. So it says, if you will need to meet different salary requirements, hold on, let me first go to the job. Your job. It says that you must meet all the following requirements to be eligible for health and. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. I can hear you. I don't know about the others.
You must meet all the following requirements to be eligible for a health and care worker visa. 1, you are a qualified doctor, nurse, health professional or adult social care professional,
Mm-hmm.
your job is eligible for this visa.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are a nurse, it means your job is eligible for this visa.
Mm-hmm.
You will be working for a UK health and care sector employer that is being approved by the Home Office.
Mm-hmm.
So if the company you are coming to work with is approved, then you are eligible.
Mm-hmm.
You will be paid the minimum salary or the going rate or the type of work you'll be doing, whichever is higher.
Whichever is higher.
Exactly. So at this point, he hasn't mentioned to say you have to meet the new
salary threshold. And I also, when I was reading through, I found somewhere on the website which stated that the if for example the NHS, as I already mentioned, that's the understanding I got from the statement I read, because the NHS doesn't pay band 5 41 plus K per annum. So I read on a website and it stated that you you don't necessarily need to have your employer paying you that new threshold, but within 3 years of the job, your employer should be willing to increase your salary to that side.
Right. So there's another thing that makes it a bit clear. So say your employer must make sure your job pays at least the minimum wage and follows the UK rules for how many hours a week. And this one, the minimum wage, you definitely surpass it as a nurse, because the minimum wage is, I think, 12 point something now.
Yeah.
Let's go to your job. Let's go to the different salary requirements. You say if you will need to meet different salary requirements, you will need to meet different salary requirements for this visa if your job is in one of the following occupation codes. We have the 1171 Health Services and Public Managers Directors, 1231, 13, and all these salary codes they have mentioned, the code for nurses is not in there.
Yeah.
That means that you wouldn't have to meet salary requirements for the visa to be approved.
Yeah.
Then it goes back to the point that once the NMC has determined that you are eligible, then to register with them, then it takes off the minimum qualification then out of it, because the NMC has deemed you eligible to register with them.
Yeah. So with this, in summary, this morning I went back again because I knew that whilst Mama Law is giving her story about how she got a job in this year, these questions were going to pop up. So I went back to check again what I've read and seen, and it's all summarized. And in conclusion, it was all boiling back to the NMC. So it was saying how to maximize your odds in this 2025 as a nurse or midwife internationally trained is the eligibility. So you should get your eligibility with NMC done. If you submit your document and NMC UK says, okay, it's equivalent to, the RQF level 6, and they are happy to get you on the register, then that is it. So it was all boiling back to
what people need to understand is that the diploma on its own is not equivalent to RQF level 6. But if NMC says, because we accept diploma nurses to register, yes, we can register. But that does not mean that your qualifications are to RQF level 6.
Yeah.
If you are able to register, go through this process successfully. The next step you should do is to make sure you upgrade yourself to get to the degree level.
Yeah.
Because it will get to a point where they could go back and say, now compulsory, we are implementing that. Because the NMC had already said to somebody that if you don't have the degree and you are yet to register with them, you can't do it until you have the degree. But they have said to another person that yes, you can continue to do it.
Yeah. And I have also read, and I'm reading it out, it says that some diploma programs, especially 3-year full-time, okay, with hospital-based training, for example, in Ghana, diploma training is both you go for clinical and then you do a bit of theory as well, may still be accepted by the NMC UK. So it says that if your diploma is shorter or not equivalent to RQF level 6, that is UK bachelor's level, you might face barriers. So based on how your diploma, some countries, their diploma is not a full 3 years course. Some are 2 years, some are even 1.5 years. So that is where this one also, steps in to explain it a bit more. Why the NMC UK will accept some diploma certificates as equivalent to RQF level 6, and some diploma certificates they may not accept. It depends on the content of your diploma.
To be honest, if you do credential evaluation with the ECTIS, they will not evaluate it to be RQF level 6. In as much as the NMC, because the NMC knows that a diploma nurse in Ghana, Nigeria, wherever, has the competency to register or to practice as a nurse or a newly qualified nurse in the UK. But one thing that you have to also notice is that, at first, at the NHS job website, they don't usually mention degree qualification for some roles. But now, if you are reviewing most of the jobs there now, like some band 5 roles and majority of the band 6, band 7 roles, they will specifically state that you must have a relevant degree.
Yeah, and the word is relevant.
At first, they don't really mention anything. What they will mention is like you should have qualifications. I mean, if you have done some short courses or you have experience in that area and you can prove that you can do the work, yes, they give it to you. But now they are mentioning that you should have a relevant degree. And the relevant degree here is either a BSc in general nursing or BSc in that particular field. So yes, what I would tell people who are yet to do registration with NMC is that, like you said, they should go into the eligibility criteria.
Yeah, and check.
And once you qualify to proceed, continue in the registration.
Quickly.
If you don't qualify, NMC will not proceed and email you that
they will tell you. Yeah.
And I think even with now NMC Ghana, if you are going to do the foreign verification, it is online.
Yeah.
And they ask you to specify whether you are a degree or a diploma. So when they are doing the verification to NMC UK, they let them know whether you are a degree or a diploma. And the registration to be accepted on the NMC register comes from the NMC Ghana verifying you to the NMC UK that yes, you are a nurse, this kind of nurse, and you are practicing in Ghana before they accept you to the register to come and take their eligibility examinations or test of competence. So I don't think this should be a barrier for you to not register with the NMC. You can continue to register with the NMC, but be working toward your bachelor's as well.
So it is also stated here that if your eligibility falls short with the NMC UK, you may need to do a top-up degree. And many UK universities offer nursing or midwifery top-up BSc online or blended courses for diploma holders. And that is where the business, I've been here with you to talk about the UNICAP scholarships. Give a summary of the UNICAP scholarships before you leave us. I know you are going to leave us in some few minutes.
The UNICAP scholarship is for diploma nurses, especially who want to upgrade to the degree level. You apply to the University of Suffolk here in the UK through UNICAP. The course is purely online for 12 to 18 months, and you pay a fraction of the cost. So the entire program costs like £4,000 if you are going to pay in monthly installments. The highest I've seen somebody pay is, I think, £4,000 and 4,000 £4,050. I think that's the highest I've seen somebody pay so much and so far. And they pay that in monthly installments. If you are paying all the fees outright, you pay like £2,700 for the entire program. And this program is delivered by the University of Suffolk. It's globally accepted, and that makes you get your bachelor's.
Yeah.
If you want to apply for this program, the link, you can check my bio. The link is there. You can register, or you can DM me. And please, when you DM me, go straight to the point. Introduce yourself and let me know why you are DMing me. Because there are several hi, hello in my DM. It is making me miss out people who have introduced themselves, like type their full information, but I couldn't reach out. Because by the time I finish the hi people, then I'm tired already. So I get to So please, let me know the exact reason why you are in my DM. And then I'll be able to help you without going back and forth. I'll come and say hello, you come and say something, I'll come and say something. Yeah.
How are you? I'm fine.
Briefly about the UNICAF scholarship. It's not only for diploma nurses, they have programs for degree holders who want to go into masters in nursing, who want to go and do masters in public health, who want to go into healthcare administration and want to do MBA healthcare management. And for other professions, those who are teachers who have done diploma and want to do top-up degree to have degree in education, that is BEd, Bachelor of Education, and then masters in other fields. I mean, it's not only limited to nurses. There are several programs for other professionals in various fields. So feel free to check the link in my bio, and if you go to my bio, the link you see there takes you to my Linktree page. On the Linktree page, you will see a button saying UNICAF scholarships.
Yeah.
Just click on that button, and it will take you directly to the program page to see the various programs available.
And I will say to everybody that the business is giving just a summary of UNICAF scholarships, but I've made a detailed video with him and is available on my YouTube channel. So please head on there to watch that. And there as well, you can get the link in the description to register. So you've got options. You can click on it from his TikTok bio. You can as well watch the video, the detailed video we've made together to get more details about UNICAF. And then in the description section, you can get the link there as well. And I always say that irrespective of we sharing the information here with you, you should also do a bit of research, and based on the information we've given, just go further, do your research. If you've got further questions after watching the video or after listening to us here, you can get back, and I'm sure the business is happy to answer your questions. Yeah.
And I would also like to mention to our Ghanaian audience, Nigerian audience who want to apply for the UNICAF program. So I've mentioned that the cost for the program is £4,000 for the entire program. That is after the scholarship has been applied. If you are in Ghana, this could still be a huge amount because of the exchange rate. So if you know you can't afford it while you are in Ghana, I mean, consider it very well, because there are other programs in Ghana that you could do that is on the affordable side, even though this has a scholarship attached. So make those considerations, because I wouldn't want you. I mean, I've had experiences with people who have started, and then the fees are becoming more and more, especially when the exchange rates were going up and up and up. The fees are becoming more and more and more, and then it became troublesome. Okay. So consider that as well.
Kojo Forever is asking, what of midwives? Does UNICAF have programs for midwives?
So UNICAF does not have any program for diploma midwives who want to upgrade to BSc in midwifery. There's no program like that. And I've encountered a few midwives who also want to do top up to become nurses. There is no program like that as well. The only program so far I've seen midwives do is
with
the diploma
UNICAF.
Midwives with UNICAF. The diploma midwives doing masters in public health.
Yeah.
That one, you should do your own research to see how beneficial it will be to you before you decide to apply. I had a few midwives. I have them now. I have like some midwives who are currently taking masters in public health with their diploma qualification.
Yeah.
So you should do your research to see if it's going to be beneficial to you.
Yeah.
I hold a strong view that you should have your BSc in whatever field you are before you try to do masters. But if you think like you have an opportunity where the masters in public health will benefit you, why not? You could go for it. And not that alone, there are healthcare management programs as well you could go for.
Wonderful. So let's say, for example, a midwife wants to have a BSc in nursing. Is she going to use a diploma in midwifery to apply for the BSc in nursing, or she would have to use her WASI or her secondary school certificate wherever they are in the
So
world?
like I said, there is no program on there for midwives to do BSc in nursing. If you are a midwife and you want to become a nurse in the UK, the only option right now I know of is for you to do an accelerated program. Because there's no convention program where you do a top-up as a midwife to become a nurse. There's no program like that. The only program is for you to do the accelerated nursing program, which is 2 years program. And those programs are both theory and clinical. So you do that for 2 years and then you can become a nurse. The same applies to people in other professions who want to become nurses. They have their first degrees in other professions and want to become nurses. They also have to do accelerated programs. But these programs are not with any uniform partner university.
Okay.
They are with other universities like Sunderland. But Sunderland, so you have the University of Sunderland running some of those programs. University of Staffordshire, they are also offering those programs. We have the University of this Wolverhampton offering that program, and then we have Keele University as well offering that program.
Okay.
But for the diploma midwives who want to still come and do top up in the UK to get their BSc in midwifery, they can apply to the University of Sunderland for their top up program.
Okay.
I've made a video about the top up programs with the University of Sunderland. You can check it on their website. There is currently an application open for February entry cohorts. So you can check it out and apply. The only thing is that the fees are a bit on the high side. I can give you briefly about it. The fees are £16,500.
Wow.
But they give you a scholarship of £5,000, and that reduces it to £11,500. You are required to pay £3,500 as a deposit when you receive your offer letter for admission. And once you make that deposit, you'll be able to get your cash to apply for visa. But when you are going to apply for the visa, you will need to have the rest of the school fees. So you have the fees after the scholarship is £11,500. You've paid £3,500 as deposit, so you are left with £8,000 of the fees to pay. You need to have that amount in your bank account or the bank account of your mother or your father or your legal guardian. In addition to 9 months of your living expenses in the UK, for every 1 month that you live in the UK, Home Office requires you to have 1,116, I suppose, in your bank account. So you must have 9 times of this money, which will amount to £10,224. In addition to the £8,000, which is the rest of the fees. This money must be sitting in the bank account of yourself, your mother, your father, or your legal guardian before your visa will be approved.
Wow.
If you want to come and do this kind of program here, this is the requirements you will need to have.
Okay. Thank you very much, the business. Evelyn Quele, is it Quele or Quell? Sorry if I didn't mention your name well. You can unmute yourself. You join the guest seat first. If you've got any question, the business is going to leave us very soon. So if you've got any question for him, please unmute yourself and ask. Evelyn. Okay. So Amor Titi, you can unmute yourself if you've got any question to ask.
Okay, please, good evening to everyone.
Good evening.
Please, I wanted to also ask in regards to the registered general nurses. There was the same question basically, but I just joined, so I don't really have any knowledge on what is actually going on. But following the conversation, I wanted to ask the same question, just the ended question, for the registered general nurses as well who have a diploma.
Okay, so what exactly is your question for diploma nurses?
It should include a diploma nurse wants to top up to do BSc nursing in the UK.
Okay, the business, can you please summarize that for her, please?
So if a diploma nurse who is not in the UK want to come and do degree in the UK and they want to come here, then they can register for a top-up degree program with a university that is offering it. The one I know is the University of Sunderland, even though there are other universities that offer those programs as well. Okay. University of Sunderland has both the online and then the on-campus. The online cannot allow you to go to the UK if you are outside of the UK. It means you do it online. And that is also equivalent to the one with UNICAF. It's also purely online, so it doesn't allow you to come to the UK. You can only do it online in your home country. Mm-hmm. The only time you can use that to come to the UK is to apply for a visit visa to attend graduation.
Your graduation.
But if you want a program that gives you student visa to come to the UK, then it will be the online top-up program with any university. And Sunderland has one of those programs. I think Keele University also allows diploma nurses to register to do masters in nursing. So you can use that one to come to the UK. It gives you student visa. But you should know very well that you are doing a master's, not a BSc. So in the near future, you might need a BSc again. Because I've had encounter with people who have done masters direct from their diploma, and they got to a stage they wanted to do some things, and now they are being asked to bring their BSc in nursing, and they don't have it. It's masters they have.
Okay.
So you want to do those considerations to see the benefits, and before you apply to do a master's straight from your diploma. And that one is at Keele University. And in fact, most of the university will admit you to do the master's with your diploma if you have sufficient experience.
Okay.
So for a diploma nurse who want to come to the UK to study and want to come on a student visa, then you need a top-up nursing program, which is an on-campus program. Mind you, these programs do not automatically allow you to register with the NMC. This is only an upgrade from a diploma to a BSc. If you want to register with the NMC of UK, you will have to go through the international process.
Yeah.
The process of registering with the NMC as internationally registeredness.
Yeah.
So if you want to take that route and your goal is to register with the NMC, know that you have to write CBT, you have to write OSCE, and you have to provide IELTS before you'll be able to register with the NMC. However, if you do an accelerated nursing program, which is a combination of theory and clinical, that one allows you or qualifies you to register direct with the NMC.
As though you started your nursing education here.
In the UK, exactly. Yeah. And those programs are 2 years, mostly. And they are also capital intensive as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is it for a diploma nurse who wants to come and do a degree in the UK.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, the business. Amor Titi, I'm sure your question is answered. If you've got further questions, you can let us know. And as well, you can get in touch with the business, and he will help you with that, because he's quite he's got quite in-depth knowledge in that. Evelyn's live is paused again. I was going to give her another chance to ask a question. Amor Titi, I hope you are okay.
Yes, please. I am. Maybe if I need any other question answers, I'll personally maybe send him a message on TikTok.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome, dear. Evelyn, you can unmute yourself if you've got any question for the business. Because Mama Law is still here. We are not done with her story. So
I have question.
okay, please go ahead.
Yes, I'm a staff nurse. I am RMRON
Mm-hmm.
in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
I want to relocate to UK, but I don't want to go and study for now. I want to come and work first.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 1 year or 2 years, then I now upgrade, I now top up.
Mm-hmm.
So what type of job will I get with my diploma certificates?
So just as we've mentioned, right now as it stands, the main thing you should look at is your eligibility to register with the NMC UK. Irrespective of the UK immigration rules, that is what you should do. You can't practice in the UK as a nurse or midwife without having your license. So you need to go through the NMC UK registration process. So with that, there is a detailed video I've posted on my YouTube channel. You need to check your eligibility. So the eligibility stage, you submit your documents to NMC UK, and then they will get back to you to let you know if you are eligible to go through the process of getting a PIN with them. All right. So please make sure you watch that video. But that's in summary what you should do. You need your PIN, and then from there you can start applying for your job. And just as the business and myself has, talked about in this live session in summary, currently the UK NMC would have to approve or have to get back to you to let you know if you are eligible. The RQF level 6, your whether your certificates or your document is equivalent to that one, then they'll give you the go ahead to go through the process. In the process, Mama Law is sharing her story, her journey story, where she's gotten to with us, where she has passed her CBT. So the business has other agendas for this evening. That's why he's in to talk about all these before Mama Law will then continue with the whole process. So please stay tuned. But you definitely need your PIN with the NMC UK before you can get a job in the UK. So please stay tuned. We will continue with the Mama Law story where she will talk about the exams and all of that, where she has gotten to. Is that okay?
All right.
Wonderful.
So, what's your name in YouTube?
The same name you see on the screen, Josephine Greatness. You just add TV to it. So my YouTube channel is Josephine Greatness TV. To make things easier for you, get onto my TikTok bio. The link to my YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio.
All right. Wonderful. I will do that. God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you too. You're welcome. And I want to add on that on my YouTube channel, over 80% of the videos there is about the UK route. So when you get on there, you will be saved. You get to know most of you get answers to most of your questions. Kojo Forever, you can unmute yourself if you've got any question.
Yeah, I just wanted the business to throw more light on the standalone BSc for midwife. If you're already in the UK, what are the processes you have to go through when you want to do the BSc for midwife in Sunderland University?
Okay, the business, over to you.
If you are already in the UK, all you have to do is to go to the website to look at the requirements for the program. If you go to the website, most times all the information you see there will be about nurses. But scroll and find the email for the admission department and let them know you are a midwife and you want to upgrade. Are you already registered in the UK as a midwife?
No, I'm in the process of
Okay.
my CBT and I'm now going to my OSCE, but I just want to know more about the BSc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you go there, just apply and indicate, because somewhere they will let you know that they have top up for both nurses and midwives. And some of the requirements to be like you should have a registration from your home country or within the UK. So once you're already a registered midwife from Ghana, you should be able to register with the online program. You are in the UK, so I would say you should do the online. That would be more convenient for you.
Yeah.
So you register with them. If you don't see anything about midwives, like I said, just look at the email for admission, for the admission department, and email them and let them know that you are a midwife. originally from Ghana and you want to register to top up as a midwife to get your BSc in midwifery, and then you will get some response from there.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wonderful. So I've just popped in the comment section. If you're in the process of getting your NMC UK registration, or you are about to start, you can pop in the comment section. That said, again, you can join my Telegram page and channel where you get support, whatever stage you are in now, be it your CBT, your OSCE, your interview, your so on the Telegram page, the main Telegram page as well, you get job vacancies being posted there every now and then, which can help you with your process. So do well to join my Telegram page and channel. You'll find the links in the description section of all my YouTube videos. My YouTube channel, the link to it is in my TikTok bio, or you can search Josephine Greatness TV on YouTube and join the community. Let's all grow together. Tessie TV, you can unmute yourself if you've got any question.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
You are doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thank you.
So, what advice would you give to someone? Anyway, shout out to my Mama Law. Mama Law, I see you.
Mama
That's
Law.
my husky tutor. Yeah. What advice would you give to someone with NMC PIN? Facts is still in Ghana, struggling, and now she's tired. She has even given up. As I told me, I've given up already with the pin in my book. It's not doing anything. What advice? What do you think? Because now it seems there's no way anywhere.
So the main advice we'll give is keep applying. If you don't apply for the jobs, the employers are not going to see you and know that you need a job. So the only thing you can do is to keep applying. And then number two, you know that the jobs, even if there are 1,000,000,001 jobs out there, the whole world, everybody who is a nurse or midwife looking at going to the UK or has a PIN with UK is also applying for those jobs. And the jobs are not out there for only you in your home country. It is for also people in the UK. So you need to keep applying, and you need to vamp your CV. You need to vamp your supporting statement as well. And when you are applying, do well to read through the job specifications, the essential criteria, the desirable criteria, and check if any of these things, especially the essential, the word is essential. So it means that you need to have those things. And then the desirable, if you've got any of the desirable things, it keeps you a bit higher. It puts you a bit higher than somebody who do not have those desirable. So you need to make sure that your supporting statement is being tailored to the individual job you are applying for. So saying that, I've got a lovely video on how to, get an internationally recognized CV on my YouTube channel. So do well to watch that video. And the sample of that CV is on my Telegram page. So you should watch the video and then get a sample template on my Telegram page, sorry. And then supporting statement as well. I've got videos on my YouTube channel that talks about how to get a good supporting statement. So keep applying. I would say, and I always say, Mama Law will testify to that even when we were saying in code there were lots of jobs, we were applying a lot. Out of 1,000 applications, somebody got 5, interview offers. Out of 400 applications, somebody got 3 interview offers. So it is not as though at first you apply for one job and then you are called for an interview. No, you need to keep at it. You need to keep at it. And you should, I don't know if you were here at the start of the live session. Mama Law's story is an intentional, she was very intentional with every step in the process. And she's going to continue. So you shouldn't go. It will encourage you a lot because she got her job in 2025. So Tessie, please keep applying. I know it can be very, very, discouraging and, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. Keep applying until you apply. A recruiter is not going to call you for an interview.
Okay, so is there any other routes for someone with a PIN, not specifically for UK, but any other country that we can use a UK NMC pin to apply for jobs.
So the business, I'm sure you may want to add on to that, but I know Australia, even though nurses in UK there is this route Australia brought up in April 2025 where you don't need to write their MCQs or their OSCE. You still need UK work experience to go through that route.
That was exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, you still need
that's the challenge. You have the PIN, but because you don't have the UK experience, that's going to be another challenge. So you need to still go through the whole process again.
To write exams and all of that.
Like to be in the UK. Yeah. It's a bit tough, but
I can see Equia is saying the application is getting frustration. It's getting frustrated. I'm sure that's what you wanted to say. So you mean they're applying for jobs, right? So yeah, it can be. It can be. Even the process of writing your CBT, your OSCE and all of that, preparing for an exam, it can be it can be a lot. But you need to keep at it. Akosia, thanks for the follow. You need to keep at it. All those who are following, who are sharing the live, Akosia, I can see you shared the live. Those who are liking the live, we really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Our gifters, thank you. So Tessie, that's it. The business. Do you want to add on to Tessie's last question?
Any other advice I'll give Tessie is capital intensive. So when I say capital intensive, one option you could use to come to the UK is obviously the student route.
Yeah, the student route.
And do you have your degree already?
Yeah.
You have your BSc in nursing.
Yeah, in midwifery.
In midwifery. So the only midwife campaign here. It's not easy. So the first option is to come as a student to the UK. But that's obviously capital intensive. But if that is something you want to look at, then you want to apply for a master's in nursing program to come to the UK. And because you already have the PIN, it buys you some time to be in the UK once you are applying for the job.
Yeah.
That is the only advantage you have in that aspect. But like I said, it's capital intensive.
Yeah, because this morning I posted jobs on the Telegram page where interviews are happening this September, but it's in person. So if you've got the PIN already, but you are in the UK, that opportunity, you can just grab it. You know, go for the interview and you may get a job.
And the second option is because you have a degree, you should look at going to somewhere like Saudi Arabia, where the minimum requirement is degree.
Yeah.
If you go to those places, what it does is that it gives you the ability to work to make some decent money, rather than being in Ghana thinking about your PIN. Because if you are not in the UK, 3 years will come and then you need to do revalidation and you haven't worked in the UK yet. But if you are somewhere like Saudi Arabia and you are working and you get some money, because Saudi Arabia, they are paying like $3,000, $3,500, and you can garner some money to come back to the UK as a student on a master's program just to get yourself practicing. Another option is Dubai. Dubai they also want degree. They want degree. And I think with Dubai, if you add that you have a UK PIN, I think you can register without taking in any exam or something like that. But now that you don't have a UK experience, I can't tell about that. But it is something you could look at. Just look at registering with either the Dubai Health Authority or Abu Dhabi Health Authority, any of the Emirates. You look at their requirements and see if they can admit you straightly with your PIN, even though you don't have the experience. Because with Dubai, once you have a PIN or entries, they can register you direct as a nurse. But for you not having a UK experience, I don't know what they will say. So it is something you can look at as well. And then another option is for you to also look at Bahamas.
Yeah.
Look at Bahamas. I mention all these places because all of them, their minimum requirement is BSc.
Yeah.
You can also look at Bahamas. These places give you the opportunity to earn some decent amount as compared to Ghana. So have a look at those ones. And then maybe you would want to try Australia as well.
Yeah.
To see. Just look through the applications. Just do the applications and see which one will accept you. I mean, there are requirements and which you meet and which you won't meet. But if you want to come to the UK as it stands now without a job, then it's definitely through the student route. Or your husband or your somebody is here that is coming to pick you. Which probably if you had, you wouldn't have come to do the self sponsorship in the first place.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Tessie. Tessie, there is light at the end of the tunnel. So please be encouraged, all right?
Who decided to go and put the light at the end of the tunnel when the beginning of the tunnel is there?
It is well.
It is well. The business, such is life.
Sometimes it's frustrating, especially those in Ghana, for you to pay all this amount of money, come here, then go back, and nothing is happening.
Yeah.
It's quite frustrating.
So I think that what I'm trying to tell people now is that for you to do the sponsorship route, if you have somebody who can sponsor you, better do the student route rather. Because for you to finish and go back to Ghana, have the PIN but no job to come back. Because Tessie is not the only person I know. I know some few other nurses as well who have their PINs now, but they're in Ghana. But if you did the student route, at least that one you are in the UK. If you haven't gotten any job, you still have the opportunity to be working, even though it will be very tedious because the fees will be draining, your living expenses will be draining you. Sometimes you might not get a job. The job you get working as agency, you might not get shifts. So you'll be limited on money. But the thing is, you are here. So you will find your way through. So I think those who want to do a sponsorship, if you have money, you should try and do the student route. And then because within 1 year you will finish your program. And then you can switch to the postgraduate work visa.
Yeah.
Whilst you are still looking for a job, if you haven't found any job yet.
And even with Tessie, if Tessie is going to consider the school route, she's already got her PIN. So while she's schooling, she's in here, she can go for interviews, face-to-face interviews and apply for jobs. I know.
I tried though. I didn't get.
You tried the school?
Yes, I tried.
You tried university? School routes. Oh yeah, from where?
No, me. I've even gone to the Start Ghana College because now all hope now.
And you should talk to Mama Lo has said you should get in touch with the business as well. And we are all here to help. That's the main reason why we keep coming on a live session and all of that. So please get in touch. This is creating community, supporting one another. So get in touch with the business as well, and I'm sure he's happy to give you all the help he can. So the business, NR Kosi is saying, is a master's in UK 1 year.
Yeah, most of them are 1 year, especially the nursing, master's in nursing.
Thanks, Tessie.
Most of them are 1 year.
Tessie has made us achieve our life goal. Thank you. Yeah, the business you were saying.
Yeah, I said most of them are 1 year. Some are also 2 years.
Okay.
So, Tessie, you are in Ghana. I think you should get in touch with Astolinks. Google Astolinks if you don't already know about them. Astolinks have specific universities they work with in the UK.
The business, please type their name in the comment section.
I think I've ever gotten in Astolinks. My story, there's nothing I've not tried.
Your story is like Mama Law's story.
Maybe my own people don't want me to travel. Let me stay in Ghana.
Please, if you want to travel, don't stay.
Actually,
they have specific universities. I remember I got in touch with them, and they were like, it was nursing courses. They didn't have midwifery, like masters in midwifery, like those things. They had a lot of it. I gave them all my documents.
Percy, let me tell you, the challenge is that just as I was saying, when I was coming, I told you I had 3 admissions that I wanted to come with. So the challenge is that when you are back home, finding a master's in midwifery is very difficult. Because the master's in midwifery, I think there is just few universities that offers it. And even those that offers it, there is like a description or criteria on it that you need to be working with the NHS.
Yeah. The shortened MSc courses.
Yes. So if you want to come, then you have to look at other nursing routes. As I said, all the 4 admissions or 3 admissions that I had for masters, none of them were midwifery direct. The first one was masters in reproductive and health, blah blah blah. It's related to midwifery, but it was not just like straight like masters in midwifery. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. And others were public health. So if you want to use that route, then I would advise that maybe you look at into those aspects or those sectors, maybe like the reproductive health. That is basically midwifery related. But just because you don't have the name midwifery there. And even with that, it's going to enhance you or equip you because you already got the pin, isn't it? So if you have the pin with the matters in reproductive health or something like that, you can even become a specialized midwife.
Yes. It will even fall in the desirable criteria or some of the jobs.
Yeah. So that should be your main motive. If you're looking for direct midwifery, I'm telling you the truth, you're not going to have it. Because they don't offer those courses to international applicants. Unless they change their mind.
All right. This one.
Get in touch with the business, Tessie. Okay.
I think Mama Law has more experience in that aspect. She came to the UK with the school route, right? And she's a midwife.
Mama Law didn't come with the school route. Anyway, Mama Law, now let's go back to Mama Law's story.
I wanted to, but later I switched. Yeah. So that was my main motive of coming with the school route, but later I didn't come with the school route. I now come with the care route.
Yeah. So the business, thank you so much for your time. I know you have to run, but you've made it here. When I called you this afternoon, I knew you were sleeping. You were gone. So I just knew. Oh, nyanya o beba. So great. So Mama Law, Tessie, I hope your question has been answered and you are a bit motivated. A bit.
Don't get discouraged yet. Then I saw a program today with the University of Bath. Yeah, University of Bath. It's a master, the PhD program. So you can look for it. I don't know if you have it. I think I have it. It's a PhD program. We should look at those aspects. There are PhD programs that are sponsored, fully sponsored, fully funded, and you can do it with your degree. So you should don't limit yourself. Look at those aspects as well. Just get onto findaphd.com or findaphd.org or something like that. You will see programs like that. I think just open up. Don't limit yourself to midwifery. You will definitely get something.
And whilst you are doing that, don't stop applying for jobs. Keep applying. Because Mama Law, from where she has shared a story to where we've gotten to, Mama Law, so you said you started with Canada. You were looking at Canada. Then you now looked into UK. So she was doing both hand in hand. Mama Law, the thing is, let's go back to your story. Okay. So we are still on your relocation journey. You've talked about how you started with your CBT and you've passed your CBT. Now, can we go on from there?
So I think I passed my CBT in May, and then I was like, no, since I've passed my CBT, what am I still waiting for? Let me go on and then write my OSCE. So I started learning for the OSCE. So with the OSCE, initially I said, let me learn by myself. I started learning using YouTube channels. I was like, this thing is more confusing than I thought.
I thought it was.
I was now looking for ways and means. And then finally, I think I chanced on you, is it on YouTube or something like that? And then I contacted you. You were really helpful.
Wonderful.
And then I think I wrote my OSCE in July, August. Yeah, August.
August 2024, wasn't it?
2024, yeah. And then September my PIN came. So, I told you that when I was coming, I was either learning for the OET and then also preparing to see if my 1 year will lap. And then I'll use employer's reference. So by the time I was going to write my CBT, because I passed my CBT in May, and then I started learning for the OSCE. So I booked my OSCE in October. No, August, yeah. So that August, that was like, I was now 1 year in the country.
Okay.
So I now use my employers to reference me to waive off the English language test.
And I must say that, Mama Law, during your OSCE preparation, I really admired your tenacity, because around that time, I think you always came into the training session after a night shift. After a night shift, and I'm always, please, somebody should wake it up, Mama. Lawrence. But the lady was still there. Like, somebody will go like, I just came back from a night shift. And I'm not saying that it's recommended that you come back from a night shift, don't sleep and be learning and all of that. But this lady was very, you are an intentional person. You are an intentional person. You pushed. You knew what you wanted, and you went for it. Great. So let's listen to you.
So I passed my OSCE, and then I finally had my PIN in September. When I had my PIN, I was like, oh God, all my problems have ended.
Congratulations.
Before then, I was applying for jobs. Before I passed my OSCE, because when I started preparing for the OSCE, I was applying for a job. And when I applied, I put it in my supporting statement that I've passed my OSCE, I've passed my CBT, I've booked my OSCE, so I'm applying for this job. So I was not having any possible feedback. And then I think I watched one of your YouTube channel videos on somebody using the, who am I forgetting? Is it the health professional? It's like they recruit for NHS professionals.
Oh, okay, NHS professionals. Yeah, they took care of my relocation process. I applied to an NHS trust, and then the NHS trust has the collaboration with them. So when they give you the job, then they hand you over to NHS professionals. But this lady, it was NHS professionals. She applied through. And NHS professionals, they are so quick. They are quick in whatever they do.
I'm telling you, I emailed all of them.
You did.
I emailed all of them, and then I was not looking for agencies because I was doing direct application. It was not picking. I was trying agency, so like I was just open to it.
That was going to be my next question. Did you use an agency or did you apply on your own?
I was doing both. I was applying on the trust
track jobs.
I was applying like NHS Scotland, and at that point I just said to myself, anywhere that I'll get a job, I will go. Initially, I was just tuned to my environment that I wanted. I will not even mention where I was first. So I was tuned to my environment. So I first searched the biggest NHS in that environment. I emailed the midwifery recruitment lead, introduced myself even before I got the PIN, and she advised me that I should go ahead and write my OSCE and get the PIN. Wonderful. That would give me the easiest route.
Wonderful.
After getting my PIN, I emailed her again and told her that, okay, as you advised,
I'm reminding you.
I've written my exams, I've gotten my PIN. Is there any job opportunity in your organization that I can join? And she now told me that, oh, they are having a job that is coming up soon for band 5.
Yeah.
So I should look out for it. I said, okay. And she even told me that when the job is listed, when she puts the job out, she would email me. Or she would let
bless
me
her.
know. So the next week, I didn't hear anything. I emailed her back. And she said, it will be listed soon. So later when it got listed, she emailed me and told me that the job is listed. I went to apply. Then and behold, after applying, nothing.
Oh.
that was the one that even it even put me off. Like going to that extent, that's now. So like nothing came out. There was no result. I was emailing them. Have you people giving out the results for your recruitment? I didn't let me know. Was I shortlisted for interview? Can you imagine that now my trust application? They've not updated it, whether they picked me for interview or what.
And you've started working already with another trust.
Yeah. So then I then said, okay, since the area is not helping me, why shouldn't I be open to anywhere? So now I started applying anyway. I was looking out for agencies. I was searching agencies. Now, even my colleagues at the same facility, most of us were nurses and midwives who were working as carers, okay? So sometimes we share information. If this one gets to know this thing, this one will share it. So that was how it happened. So there was this lady that I used to share most information with. And she was like, oh, I know one of our nurses was telling me that a friend had gotten a midwifery job with an agent. So he would ask him and then send me the link, whatever. So she sent me the link. Frankly speaking, I had given up. There was no hope. So she sent me the link.
You were in the UK.
I was already in the UK.
She was.
So she sent me the link. I did apply. I just even emailed them. I went on Google, searched the company name there. And then I emailed them direct through their website link, just for inquiries. Okay.
Amazing.
I just emailed them. And then I also had interview in one of the hospitals in London. And then after the interview, they said I should do fetal well-being assessments, tests online. I did this test waiting for a response before I realized they said I didn't pass. So,
Mama Law, let me acknowledge Apostle Marion just joined the live. Apostle Marion, you're most welcome. It's great to have you here. And those who are just following and liking, thank you so much. Great, Mama Law.
So I didn't work. I went to one interview in Manchester.
Wow, you went all the way to Manchester, girl.
I traveled to Manchester. They interviewed me, and then that job was actually it wasn't a direct midwifery. They said perinatal nurse.
Okay.
So perinatal meaning that it's like you taking care of babies, and then maybe moms that have babies who are not that well. So basically, they don't, they have category of baby that go into the NICU.
So then you need to.
This one, they want the babies that are not that very, very unwell. That will be with their mothers and then still be taken care of. So as perinatal nurse, that is what you are going to do.
Yeah.
That was the job I went for. I went there, they did interview me. And then they said, looking at my feedback, they feel like I should rather go in for midwifery.
You know why I'm laughing? I'm laughing because you are laughing. So, Mama Love, so did this happen before you came for the open day in the Midlands?
Oh, you even remembered me that.
When I saw you, I was like, wow, this lady is in for this journey.
That day, I chatted an Uber who took over £100
wow.
to drive me there.
Wow.
And then it still didn't end. I didn't even get an email from them to say, thank you for coming.
Miss Home. So Mama Law is my guest today, and she's sharing her journey, how she became a UK RM as an internationally educated midwife. She got her job in this year, 2025. So she's sharing her story with us, and we've talked a little bit about the new UK immigration rules and what you can do as an internationally educated nurse or midwife in this 2025 to relocate to the UK. So that's basically what we're talking about today. Yeah, you're welcome, Miss Home. So Mama Law, back to you.
So basically, the job hunting, it wasn't easy.
It won't be.
It wasn't easy. I would never say it was easy.
Bless you.
To the point that I gave up.
Oh.
I gave up. But, because I was emailing I had so much emails. I was emailing hospitals. I would email some hospital. The hospital would say, oh, we don't have funding for international recruitment, so can you go to this hospital?
They will even signpost you to other hospitals.
Yes, because they would not recommend. They would not recommend that. They think this hospital will be having funding for international educated midwives.
Amazing.
But they don't have the funding. And then I'll go to that hospital. It was like back to back. And it got to a time I was like, these countries, like when you force yourself to achieve something that you think, oh, this is the end. Then it's like you now go into a new world, like a new type of war.
So you complete the first one, you start the next one. Oh dear.
Because, come on, you've struggled all this while to get your PIN. And then at the end of the day, you've got your PIN and then there is no job. So what was the main motive of getting the PIN? To get a job, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So it was really a tough one. So I kept on emailing, I kept on applying, and then lo and behold, I was there. One of the agencies just emailed me. Can you send us your CV?
Ooh.
When I saw the email, I didn't believe it.
When the light at the end of the tunnel shows up, you feel like you are still in the tunnel. When you come out.
I didn't believe it. To the extent of I didn't reply that email that same day.
Wow.
I went to sit down, prayed over it because I said because I think that if that agent, I'd even emailed them before and they told me that they don't recruit people in the country. And I asked them why, and they said if they recruit people in the country, then the hospital that they are working with does not see those people as internationally recruited.
Hey, then Tessie, please, Tessie, go to that agency. We bet you are the one they are looking for.
So will you people now recruit me? They said they don't also recruit those on red listed countries. So that was
Tessie.
Sorry?
You just ruled out Tessie.
But Tessie, you know what? When I was going through my process, just as my lawyer said, she was applying everywhere. I was still applying, even though I knew that, I'm in the red list country. I was still applying, and some of them will still get back to you. Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, please, I'm in a meeting. Can I get back to you later?
Right. I'm going to make my way to you. It's Kofi Ray. I'm bringing the umbrella.
Yeah, I'm in a meeting. When you get here, just ring the bell.
Right. Okay. So I'll see you in a bit.
But that is what I would say. So they just emailed me. They now asked for my CV. I sent it over. The following day, they're asking for my NMC application portal. I sent it over the following day. So I was there on 31st, I was on half hour. I said, God, my silence prayer. So my silence prayer. And 1st January, just after 1st January, I had a call. I was just sitting on my bed. I had a call. Hello, is this Laurentia? I said, yes. Okay. Are you happy? Are you okay to work in London? I was like, yes.
Why not?
Yes. And they were like, okay, there is a hospital that really need midwife immediately. Can you work in March? I said, yes. Meanwhile, I just didn't know what I was doing. Okay, so we have interview on this day. Are you ready to have that interview? I said, yes. Can you imagine that day? I had already booked the training at my workplace for that day. But I said yes.
Oh.
Because, yeah, I just picked it up. I did the interview, and then voila, that evening I started having a lot of emails.
Wow.
With documents, things. The following day, my job offer came.
Woo.
And then what even shocked me, when the job offer came, they said band 6. I was like, huh? Am I daydreaming? Or like this is true? I really shouted because I was looking out for band 5.
Yeah.
But no, because I've not worked in the country before.
So I keep saying to those of you who are applying for jobs, apply for both band 5 and band 6. Apply for both band 5 and band 6 because in the UK midwifery banding, you go through band 5 is a preceptorship period. When you are done with a preceptorship successfully, then you automatically move to band 6. So I do say to people, apply for both band 5 and band 6. And it's not the same. The banding for nursing is not the same. So you see some people going like, no, that person told me that I shouldn't apply for band 6 roles. And the question I ask is that person a nurse or midwife? And it's usually nurses who give that advice because the banding system is different from that of midwife. But yeah, so please apply for both 5 and 6. Okay. Yeah, Mama Love.
So basically, that was how I got the job.
Oh.
When I got the job offer, I was happy, but there was no happiness in me because, as I told you, I had given up. There was no
like you were done.
Something has come up. I think God has listened to my prayers, but I still didn't believe myself.
Yeah.
I was now waiting for COS because I told myself without COS, I told my manager I've gotten a job, but I'm waiting for COS. Can you imagine? My manager was also waiting for resignation letter. She will call me. I said, I've not heard this.
I don't have COS, so I'm not resigning.
So I had to wait, and the COS also got a bit delayed along the way. Not very delayed, but along the way, like the expectation, the day that they gave me didn't come as expected. So I also had to wait. I didn't write any letter. I just gave it like word of mouth until I finally had my COS.
Wow. You know what? Let's give an applause to that. And you know, you weren't the only person that I helped with your OSCE training that kept coming back to me. You guys kept coming. We are not getting jobs. So Josephine, we are not getting jobs. And I don't know, around the same time you got in touch with me, almost all of you were just, you know, I've gotten a job there. That person, you guys just made me happy and proud of you all that you didn't give up, irrespective of the circumstances around getting a job in the UK, not only for internationally educated nurses and midwives, but the whole, you know, job vacancy system. So it's been a great joy that you guys have gotten jobs and you know you are working. So how long did the whole process take? How long did your whole process take?
Even if I should admit before I got my PIN in September. And so September, October, November, December, January. So I actually had the offer in January.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was, let me say, 4 months.
Wow.
And then I actually started the work in March.
So that makes it like roughly 6 months, isn't it? That's amazing. But
that 6 months was not just a 6 months. Yeah. It was like 6 years.
Yeah, your story, I'm surprised it's 6 months. We ended up at 6 months because it sounds like 3 years or 1 year or 2 years, something. So let's move on to your challenges and adjustments. What was the biggest challenge you faced during the relocation?
You know, getting into a new country, new set of environment with no relative, no family member, nobody to hold on to. And even coming with younger children. That is the biggest challenge to me.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's not like we've overcome it, we are still
adjusting
to it, but it's a big challenge. sometimes back home you can just go and leave your children to anybody and then go. You can even leave your kids in school till 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock when you feel you want to go and pick them.
Yeah, you just call the school and they are happy to, wait for you to get there and
But if they say 3 o'clock, you have to be there by 3 o'clock.
Yeah. It's not easy.
So it's a big challenge. It got to a time I was doing only 9 shifts at my previous place.
Yeah.
I was doing only 9 shifts just because we have to make up time so that somebody will be in the house
to take care of the kids
or something like that. So it's a big challenge. Relocation, I won't say relocation is it's good to relocate. It's a good experience, but if you are coming, please come with a tough skin.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy.
We're not discouraging anybody.
Yeah.
I always hope and pray that everybody have the opportunity and chance to also relocate.
Yeah.
But come with a tough skin, at least, so that when the life hits you, your body will be able to resist it.
Yeah.
That is the only thing I would say.
So, did you face any cultural or work-life adjustment when you arrived?
I wouldn't say I faced cultural challenges, but as I said, the colors are not the same. Sometimes it's not actually direct, or maybe indirect. But to me, I see these people to be more friendly. That is what I would say. I always say that even if you are looking at me you are thinking about me in a different way. So far as you've not say it
to my
or
face.
I'm not saying it to your I'm not saying it physically. I don't care. We all came to work.
Yeah.
We will laugh. At the end of the day, I'll go to my house.
Go home. Yeah.
So to me, I am okay because even back home, we didn't find it easy for me to think of finding it easy in somebody's land.
Yeah. So how supportive has the NHS and your colleagues been to you since you started working?
My place has been very supportive.
Amazing.
They have been very supportive. My first week working alone was a challenge. I would say, if I say it's a challenge as in the integration. You have different system, different background, different equipment to work with. Different way of working.
Yeah.
So adjusting, and there's a lot of learning for you to do. I've practiced midwifery in Ghana for 7 years before living there. But as I speak, sometimes the last I was speaking to one of our doctors, when I come to, I feel like I'm a student.
I practiced for 10 years, more than 10 years before coming. But my bag was always heavy because all the protocols, I've printed it too. I must get to that level so that when I
there are certain things you've not even heard of it before.
Yeah.
But here you have to at least get to know of it.
Yeah.
There are some observations. If maybe Ghana, we say if baby is having temperature of 36.5 or 36.2 is normal.
Yeah.
Temperature of 36.2 means the baby is on hypothermia.
Yeah.
So everything, there are massive difference.
Yeah.
But it's not something that one cannot encounter. It's about time and it's about you yourself. How you want to adjust and learn.
Yeah.
Always when I close from work, my initial stages was quite tough. But when I close from work, what I do is I sit down, reflect on whatever that I felt I had challenge in it. Okay. And then I'll put a note on. So I had a small note on my phone. That I would just put some notes on. And then something that is easy remembrance.
Yeah.
If I go to work and then I'm working, I just pick my phone. Always your phone is with you. So you can just pick your phone, have a fresh review of whatever that maybe you've forgotten of, and then you carry it on. And then the majority thing that I do is to ask.
Yeah, that thing here. You need to ask. If you don't know anything, just ask.
I ask.
Definitely somebody will be there to answer you.
And then if the thing I've not done it before, I would say this is my first time.
Escalate it. I've not done this before. Yeah.
And they've been very helpful.
Yeah.
They've been very helpful. That's what I would say.
So if you don't know it, just say you don't know it, and you will be taught. You'll be shown what to do, and ask for help. Ask for help. Great. Amazing. Amanda Agbemado, I see you on YouTube. It's great to have you here. Great. So how are you finding life in the UK outside work?
I would say I'm managing and adjusting.
How many years have you been here? I think it's more than 2 years, isn't it?
2 years and some months.
Yeah. I found somebody who has been here for about more than a decade, and the person says she's still adjusting. I'm like, okay, then I'm a baby.
I'm still managing and adjusting. That's the only thing I can say, because
wonderful. So let's move on to what advice would you give to midwives planning to relocate to UK in this 2025?
Well, my advice is that if you are planning, if your main motive is to come to UK, I will not discourage you. A journey of
1,000 miles.
1,000 starts with one footstep. That's what I would say. Just be resilient. I know the journey is not that easy. There will be frustration. There will be stress. Money intensive.
Yeah.
If you don't take care, you get to the middle of the journey that you might even be self-depressed. If you don't take care, you might be self-depressed. But that doesn't guarantee that you give up.
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't guarantee that you give up. Okay. If your main motive is to do this, I would encourage you and advise that go for it.
Wonderful.
Go for it. Keep on applying. Who knows? My luck may shine on you one day.
Wonderful. Doro Gucci, thanks for the gift. So what's one mistake you think people should avoid if they are looking at, moving over to the UK in this 2025?
The one mistake I would say they should avoid is to over-expect. They should not over-expect that, sometimes when I'm coming from back home, we think that immediately we step foot into UK, that's the end of everything.
That's it, really.
Our problem is solved.
If only I can get to UK, Heathrow Airport, I'm done. That's the beginning of another journey.
They give me 1 day visa. That's the end of my story.
That's actually the beginning of the whole story.
Yeah, that is one thing I would advise. If you are coming, be fully prepared. As I said, be fully prepared, and then do not let anything discourage you. If that is what you want to go for it. Go for it. Don't let anything discourage you. Sometimes, some of our colleagues are already in the country, they are doing care, and then especially those who are doing domiciliary, they don't even have time to learn and those stuff. So sometimes somebody will call you, I want to write my exams, I want to do this, blah, 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 but I'm not having time, I'm not doing this.
It's not easy.
My only words I tell them is that, something? The time that you are not having, you are giving me now, should be your motivator. The skills you are giving me now should be your motivator, because what you are in, you don't like it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that alone should motivate you to push ahead.
Yeah.
Go for what you think is good. Yeah. I have never regretted starting the midwifery journey in the UK. I have never regretted. I'm learning a lot, things that I didn't even know with all my 7 years, 8 years working in Ghana. But with just few months, the things that I'm exposed to, there is a lot.
There's a lot. Amazing. Amanda Agbemado on YouTube is saying jobs are now difficult to get. I have my PIN, but Amanda, we know we've spoken about that lengthily. We've spent a lot. I don't know what time you joined the live, but we've spoken a lot about the jobs and all of that. So Amanda, what I will say personally is that please keep applying for the jobs. Keep applying for the jobs. And I was saying to Tessie TV on TikTok that if you stop applying, the recruiters are not going to know that you need a job. They wouldn't know. You won't be amongst the people they are shortlisting or long listing. So please keep applying for the jobs, all right? And Mama Law here says she was applying directly, she was applying through agents, she was doing everything. And I believe since you've got your PIN, Amanda, I believe you are doing the same. And just as Mama Law got her job in 2025, you will also testify. Okay. So please keep up with whatever you're doing. Get your CV vamped up, get your supporting statements, aligning with the essential criteria, the desirable criteria, and the job specifications. So keep doing what you're doing. Mama Law, if you could go back, what would you do differently in your relocation journey? What's the one thing you would want to do differently?
In my relocation journey. Oh my goodness. Well, I think if I could go back, what I would do is that my expectations and everything that I had before leaving Ghana, I would have changed it. I would have reset it and changed it.
You'll be kind. You'll be kind on your expectations.
Yes, I wouldn't have given myself so much expectations. Although it's a good thing though, because those expectations sometimes move us.
Yeah.
It sometimes makes you tougher. Even when things are hitting you hard, it still keeps you on. But that would have been my rush.
After the life, I will explain to you the reason why I can't stop laughing. Somebody comes to the UK and is like, hey, when I get to the UK, the very first week, I'll buy a house in Trasaco. I'll buy the latest Tesla for my mother and my father. Oh my God. Gladys Rita Kujo, thanks for the follow. Those who are following, liking the live. If I've not acknowledged you, please pardon me. I'm grateful to you all. Mama, any resources? In fact, this question I'll answer it myself. I was going to ask any resources, communities, or platform you recommend for aspiring IEMs and Ms. I will talk about one of some of it, and then you can add on if you know any other. What I'll say is please head on to my YouTube channel. Okay, you will find the link in my TikTok bio, or when you go onto YouTube, you can just search my TikTok name, Josephine Greatness TV. If you're already with me here on the live on YouTube, you are already in the channel. So go in there and then check. I've got lots of playlists there. Check it. There are playlists for NMC UK registration process, your language proficiency, if you are going to write an exam, the IELTS or OET. There are playlists for the whole migration or relocation process, NMC UK OSCE training videos are there as well. So my YouTube channel is packed with a lot to help you on this particular process if you are looking at relocating to the UK to practice in your healthcare profession. And as well, when you watch the videos, please check the description section of all my YouTube videos. You find links to my Telegram page and channel. Do well to click on it and join, because when you get onto the Telegram page and channel, there are pages for if you are at whatever stage you find yourself in the process, be it Solochi backup. Oh, wonderful. Bless you for that. If you are at the CBT stage, you are the IELTS or OET stage, you are the OSCE stage, interview stage, there are pages to support you. So please get onto the Telegram page and channel. and let's support one another. Okay, some of you on TikTok ask for my, how do I contact you? The best way you can contact me for a quick response, for if you want to send voice notes and all of that, is through the Telegram page and channel. Telegram is just like WhatsApp, but it's got lovely features that makes me love it there instead of WhatsApp. So please get on there. If for any reason you want me to DM you, you can just pop on the page. Can you DM, and I'll send you a DM so we talk. All right. That said, if you are writing your OET exam, you can talk about that as well. Thank you. If you're writing your OET exam, you can, let us know. And I was live here with an OET coach, and she's happy to help those of you who are on the OET journey. She's happy to coach you. So you can just let us know on the page, and we'll connect you to her as well. Those of you who are, in fact, IELTS as well. And if you're already Tessie TV and Amanda on YouTube, when you check the description section of my YouTube videos, you find EMGS seller link there. All right. They can help you in this your job search stage. They can help you get they can review your CV for you. They can review your supporting statement. They can even support you with your job application process and all of that. So click on their link in the description of my videos on YouTube and get in touch with them. Okay. They can help you with that as well. Somebody was in the comment section here saying EMGS helped them a lot. So please get in touch with them and they will help you too. All right. Solochi, thanks so much for the gift. Those all of the gifters, bless you all. Oh, we've achieved another life goal. Woo! We've achieved another life goal. That's amazing. Great. Ewu Netu, hello. How are you? Great. So, Mama Law, do you want to add on to that? The resources and communities or platforms?
Okay, so I think you said a lot. I personally was using YouTube. Yeah, I use most of YouTube especially for the CBT thing.
Yeah.
For the CBT and other stuff. Yeah.
And that's how you found me, right? YouTube.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. There are lots of information on YouTube, guys. There are lots of information, but you just have to, Mama Law, if you quite remember when we were going through your OSCE training, I kept saying that if you find any OSCE video on YouTube, send it to me. Let me watch it and see if the content is, up to standard, up to what you need for the exam. So also be mindful, whatever video you are watching, if it's the OSCE stage or whatever stage, just compare it to the NMC, documents and things that they've popped on there to help you prepare for your test. Just make sure you are comparing it to make sure you are in line with whatever the person is saying. All right.
And then if anybody also needs help, I'm also there.
Wonderful. Yeah. So guys, if you need help, Mama Law has gone through you heard a story. If you came in late, no worries. The replay is going to be available on my YouTube channel. So just after we are done with this live session, just head on to my YouTube channel and you'll find the replay there. So you've listened to Mama Law, how she did it. She got her job in 2025. If you are in the process and you are kind of it's difficult. It's not as straightforward. That's what my Law was saying. You should look at your expectations. So if you are there, you are beginning to get discouraged and all of that. You need support. You need somebody who has gone through it or somebody who is going through it. That is why community is very, very important in this process. So get in touch with Mama Law. That's her profile there. You can click on it, send her a hi. She's happy. She said it herself. She's happy to have your messages in her DM. So please DM her, get in touch with her.
It's not the hi. Hello.
Go straight to the point. Somebody, for me, currently, my DM is flooded with lots of messages. So when I see your hi, I will respond, to hi. And it takes, if you're going to go hi and then I respond, And it's going to take another 2 weeks for me to get to, because when I go into my DM, there are over 200 messages in there, and I just cannot respond to everybody at the same time. So imagine you send me a hi, then I respond to you. This thing gets to the bottom of it. So you go like, how are you? By the time I get back to you again, it's going to be about a week or two later. I'm okay. Then you go, it's going to take a long time. So please go straight to the point. Put everything in one message and send it so that we know exactly what. Those who put everything go straight to the point. We just, sort things out and we are good to go. So woman of valor is saying, did you write OET? Mama Law didn't write OET because she used
but I didn't write.
yeah, she studied it, but she didn't use it. She used her minimum of 1 year experience in the UK to prove her language proficiency to NMC UK. But as I've already mentioned, I was here on a live session with an OET coach. Get onto my Telegram page and channel and then ask for it. We can link you up with a coach, and she's happy to coach you through your OET preparation. I wrote IELTS as well. If you want help with your IELTS, just get on the Telegram page and channel again, and you'll be sorted out. Just let us know what you need, and we'll take it from there. Mama Law, what's your final encouragement? Would you give to someone watching? What encouragement will you give to someone listening to you today who have dreams of relocating to UK?
Okay, before I start, I want to say shout out to Percy TV. At least Percy TV made me discover something in me.
Wonderful.
It made me discover something that I thought I didn't have, but through her, I know I'm a good. why would I even say it? Yeah. So shout out to Percy TV. Aside that, what I would say is that always be resilient. Mm-hmm. Resilient in whatever you do. Yeah. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. I know the journey is not for the child play. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't come and sit here and say that, it was easy, so just go through. If I said it, then I'm a big liar. The journey is not for the child play. But
Mama Law, you keep going. Guys, I'm going to end it on YouTube. And yeah, so it was great having you all here, Amanda. Join my Telegram page and channel if you need more information. And thank you. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit on your notifications so that you don't miss any of my videos. Until we meet again in my next video, my next live session, it is take care of yourself and bye. It's still just been greatness. Okay. So Mama Law, you can keep on with your